Hey guys, I didn't forget about my schedule. I just have been off schedule because I have had a lot of stuff going on. I've been spending a little bit more time with my family. For you guys who didn't know this about me, I was in the army for the past 3 years of my life, and I recently got out, and I'm in that middle process of trying to find work because I live in a very small town and it's not convenient. Everything that is good to go work at is like 30 minutes to an hour away or more. And yeah, even though I try to keep on contacting people about work, it seems like they hire when they feel like hiring. That so in between job hunting and trying to figure out my life a little bit with my family and trying to like spend time equally with everybody, um, I kind of don't record like I want to, but I haven't forgotten my schedule. The main thing is, and I'm gonna do the Tuesday one today because I missed out. I'm gonna do a couple of videos today, or I'll try to do as many videos as I can to backtrack. I'm still want to get you guys the schedule, even if it's not on the same day. So right now we're gonna do some site on Warframe updates and stuff. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of stuff I found out here. So apparently, basis of this is they're talking about river mods. You didn't know about river mods. River mods are powerful rivens that you can buy using platinum or premium currency in Warframe, and they varying stats. Um, like for example, the one that you see on screen. This is an Atlas Riven. It's a Vexi Cortada. It has 138.1% electricity, 312% damage, plus 226 critical chance, minus status duration. Now, people have been always in the air about kind of trying to judge the prices of Rivens, and this article is basically saying newbies aren't aware of the market, and it's hard to know when you are being ripped off on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo, especially because it's tougher for them to have the immediate access to keyboards. Because usually, people on PC they will type out what they have, and you kind of just yell into the trade chat and say, "Hey, I have this Riven, blah blah blah," and all that. And to try to help this person named Semlar, I'm guessing that's like their internet name. Uh, Warframe fansite on the Semlar created a feature allowing users to input their Riven stats and see how much they are going for on the market, or figure out if your Riven has the best stats or what. The program come through the thousands of daily in-game trade chat messages to determine the average going price for your Riven. In order to do this, Semlar reverse engineer parts of the client in order to understand how the system worked and make multiple accounts that were lost to bans. Both of these actions break the Warframe end user license agreement, and its two gave players the option to see how much the Rivens were actually worth before screaming into the void, meaning the trade chat, which the two they could see the stats that were valuable in the Riven and how much platinum Riven with specific stats were worth. Users who spent all day on Warframe buying low and selling high had the strange hold on the market and didn't like the power this tool gave to players. On Sunday, a Warframe user who didn't like the fact that Semlar was making Riven trading easier reported the accounts he was using to digital streams and shut down the service. A huge part of the trader community, SIC, is against what you tried to create. The user who wrote Semlar on Discord, who posted a conversation on his Patreon, we clearly see as a nuclear bomb. So they even reference tactical potato here, and I'm gonna like leave this topic in the description. I'm just basically gonna give you all the basis of it. Uh, I'm gonna read this part though, cause I actually read this whenever I was kind of practicing for this. YouTuber Tactical Potato called his group of traders, the Riven Mafia, in the video that has amassed over 900,000 views. He claims that there are a group of players that have a strange stranglehold. I just realized I read that earlier wrong. Stranglehold of the Riven trading market, and some tools were getting in the way of their bottom line. These sweaty players are now free to continue ripping players, Warframe players off, Tactical Potato said in the video. So I'm going to link this whole topic in the description of my video. So it's crazy. I'm going to take a break from reading that. It's crazy that it's really bad, and that really explains it a lot. It's a Riven Mafia, because these guys are basically not trying to allow this guy to make Riven trading easier and more fair. Yeah, at the same time, they're really messing with people's money but it's kind of sad that it has to go to the extent of someone who is trying to help and basically another guy who doesn't want him to help bans him. Now, I'm gonna read this whole part right here about the guy Patreon who basically he reported the guy who basically was trying to help everybody determine how much Rivens can actually cost and stuff like that. So it says why everything is broken. Accounts suspended until January 1st, 2035. That is that is that's crazy. Okay, so usually if you're gonna ban the account, I honestly would say either you ban them forever or you just like ban them for like maybe a year or 6 months or something like this. But this number right here, that is basically 26 years. It's about to be 2020 next year. Oh wait, I'm can't math. That's basically 16 years. You banning somebody for 16 years. Your game may have been shut down by that time. I'm not saying Warframe is going to shut down at all, but I'm saying you never know what happens. In 16 years, like what are you going to do in the 16 years? I guess I'm going to wait 16 years until Warframe unbans me. Let me see. I'm going to have a house by then. I'm going to be so ready to just buy Platinum. I'm going to have a 401k. I'm going to have 3 kids. You know what? I'm not even going to be able to play Warframe anymore. Like, what kind of ban is this? All right, you know what? On to that. So yesterday my Riven tracker went down. Twice actually. It's a redundant system with backup client in case one of them runs into problems. But it didn't go down because of technical issues. It went down because a player went out of their way to contact me to ask them to ban my accounts. The person then proceeded to contact me on Discord to claim responsibility and warn against continuing my operation on the threat of future harassment. So here's how the conversation went. They blurred out the person's name obviously because, I guess it'd be wrong to do that. This is hello there, and Semlar says hello. I'm sorry to pop out of nowhere, but I think you and me have to talk. First of all, to admit you're impressive. I've seen your recent projects, even what you did with the Semlar.com, a lot of quality and good ideas. But this has to end, unfortunately. What do you mean by that? By that, it is a new whole era that you try to bring around the market. It's really good, very good intentions, a very nice and build product. Look, I'm trying to autocorrect in my head what he should be saying. It's really nice. It has very good intention, and it's a very nice built project. But I can't allow it. Your account, who got recently banned, I have a link with it. I don't know what he meant by that. Why is that? Well, let's say a huge part of the trader community is against what you tried to create. We clearly see it as a nuclear bomb. You might not have the same point of view, and I'm sorry. If I had to employ rude ways to stop you, but let's imagine if I had asked you kindly to stop, would you have stopped? I might have been more open to a civil discussion. You feel threatened by my website providing a more open source of trading information. At the end of the civil discussion, I doubt you'll abandon many hours of work. Is one of these reasons, yes. Sniper Riven should stay as it always been. Stone Age era, not bot era. Also, the way you get those stats are not. He could have said are not really legit. If I'm not wrong. Anyway, nothing personal against you or else. Okay. You're probably a good person with nice skills, but I can't let this happen. So what was your reason for contacting me today? Question. I would think there's a question mark to be there. Right? To discourage me from trying to continue with my work? Yeah. Either way, he put a question mark. Good. Indeed, don't waste your time. All right, noted. I just hope you understand my point of view, and I'll repeat there's nothing against you. I actually admire how good you are at your project. Just trade bots are not my cup of tea, and I would not allow any public-private bots. Not only my cup of tea, as mentioned, a huge part of the trader community is against it. So basically, this guy, as you can tell, don't want him to have his program that he has for running a script or whatever to tell people the prices of the Rivens. I'm assuming he's part of this quote-unquote Riven Mafia. But he was kind of trying to seem like, hey, dude, you're doing a good job with what you're doing, but we don't want it here. So, I mean, at the same time, it was rude, but not rude. That's how he did it, because he did get his account banned, but at the same time, like I said, he was like, I don't think I'm gonna stop. Honestly, you tell me to do it, but he was like, we could have had a civil discussion about it. But apparently there's a whole civil cabal of underground Riven traders upset with me, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Well, that sucks now. What? This seems to be a deliberate manual ban, which is more concerning to me than being banned by a automated system meant to discourage botting. The responsible thing to do at this point is probably try and get in touch with someone from DE to broker a peace treaty so something like this doesn't happen again. I don't want this to escalate into a conflict by simply ignoring it and continuing on with the business as usual. I attempt to get an official verdict on this and accept whatever fallout that entails. In the meantime, I appreciate your support, but please don't do anything on my behalf that might stir up drama. I seek peaceful resolution, and this and that will only make things more difficult. So he goes in. I don't know what server he's in, but I'm assuming he's in a server with other people. He's like Semlar dead boys, and then they blurt out his name, and he's like sad frog face, and then we're like, we did it, Reddit. And then this guy, I'm gonna point out what Laura's handler said. He said, "I'm not sure DE will ban your account while you keep extract in-game stuff directly out of running Warframe, out of a running Warframe game client." So basically, he's saying if you're running a program that's not in Warframe to kind of extract data, that's a gray area as long as they don't know. So basically, if someone didn't tell on him, he would never got banned, which is true. So basically, it's like something that happened to me when in my childhood. I think I remember like a little bit. Something happened out of school, but then it went to in school because it was causing problems around in school. Even though it happened out of school, me and the other party got in trouble because of it. Alright, I don't even think it was me. I think I was just viewing it. But basically, if someone steals something from someone's house outside of school, I think that's something that the parents need to handle rather than the actual school. And I mean, this is the same situation here, I guess, kinda is. Like, he wasn't doing stuff inside the game, he was doing stuff outside the game that he used information outside of the game to use in the game. So like he's not wrong. It is a gray area. The TOS do not allow this stuff. I think the best case scenario is ban you if you take your 10 IO stuff down. I don't know what that means. And he said you're wrong. Guess all the alert trackers, the trackers for acolytes will have their shit banned too. For real, right? So there's a whole site that like I think it's called Warframe Stats or something like that. Yeah, this thing right here. So this is if it actually loads on my screen. Is it not? Are we gonna not do this today? You stop embarrassing me. All right. So this is kind of what he was talking about for the acolytes tracker, which I mean in a way no, it's not wrong at all. So it's like a political debate right here in the game for Warframe. I wanted to cover this because this is some interesting stuff. But I'm gonna end the video soon, so I'm just telling you guys. So this is like see this day and night cycle. It tracks the hours of the day. It tracks Orvalis, warm cycle, cold cycle. Like right here, it tracks acolytes. It tracks the bounties, Ostrom bodies, and it tells you exactly what they have up there and all this stuff like that. These are trackers, but because he was doing this in a way that it shows how much platinum you can spend, I guess it's quote-unquote exploitation. Now, I honestly feel like DE should maybe, if they wanted to, employ this man, because he's doing something good. And honestly, I understand the players. I'm on both sides of the fences, basically. I understand the players who are coming from, oh, he's trying to mess with our money. But yeah, it's also unfair if you're gonna scam players because they don't know any better. I find that wrong. Like, don't rip off people. Like, be honest with it. If the Riven costs that much, then sell it for that much. Like, I have a full like 86 Rivens or something like that. I only use like 3 of them. I don't know what to do with all my Rivens. I would give away most of my Rivens. And at the same time, I would like to make platinum off my Riven, but I mean, at the same time, I'm not gonna spend more platinum to keep on buying more Riven slots, which I occasionally do in case if I want to. I'm mostly on a whim when it comes to that. But at the same time, how do you guys feel about this topic? I'm going to leave these links in the description so you can kind of read through this topic yourself. I'll kind of give you a synopsis of what's going on. The Riven Mafia struck down Semlar, and do you feel like it's right? Do you feel like it's wrong? I'm gonna leave this one right here, and you guys just gotta click on the Patreon page. I'm not gonna leave his Patreon page. I'm not promoting him. I'm just promoting what's happening in Warframe. This is Warframe news. This is I guess this is another part of Warframe news. I guess it's optional news. I'm not sure it's really news. Anyway, tell me how you guys feel about what's going on with the Riven Mafia. Tell me you think Semlar is in the wrong. Tell me you think Semlar is in the right. And how do you guys feel about it? And that's all I have for you guys today. And have a good one. Okay, so I actually went to go look up that guy's site, Semlar, and he actually has a pretty good amount of stuff on his site. Like he shows out what's going on that alerts. So that's two things they have alerts for. I'm pretty sure there's two different alerts. You have to click on it for them to know. It shows some Nightwave stuff up there too, so that's pretty cool. You can actually check and see what Nightwave stuff. I'm not even sure if Warframe hubs have that yet. Actually, it doesn't. So yeah, that's cool too. So I guess I wasn't promoting him, but at this point, I'm kind of am in a way by giving him publicity. But either way, I mean, I recognize real giving real. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing some good stuff. Like look at this man. This man has like a route over here, a guide for. Wait, huh? Where the fish go? Oh, fishable caves. Okay, so yeah, so he has a fishing caves up here. I would thought that he would have had like the little marks. Actually, are they marked? Yeah, actually, lakes and ponds are marked, but hot spots are not marked. Oh, but he does have this down here, telling you what you can do for each one of those, like that. I'm gonna put this in my server because I have a lot of guides in my server too. But yeah, he has some interesting stuff on his site. It looks like it takes a lot of reading, though, I won't lie to you, because this don't look like it. Actually, I see that. He kind of marked them like that, tell you what fishes are in those spots in day and night or not. That's a little bit easier than Fortuna, since Fortuna is kind of weird. Also, what I came here to actually show you guys is the, so, hold up. That's not what I meant to click on. Search through thousands zeros of revenue, post to trade, blah, 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 filter above, filter by curse, price, limit results. Okay, so this is how you find the revenue that you want to buy. But what I actually want to show you guys real quick is these type of things right here. So the trade, or the prices, I'm about to say, PC trade chat Riven prices. This is what I guess they're talking about. And like I said, I don't see anything really wrong with it, but I can see where other people are coming from when they're like, oh no, you can't do that because you're messing with our money. But it's kind of wrong to say that. So let's say you have like, let me just put something random. Axolotl, I just saw it. Where are you? Axolotl. So they tell you like the projection of the prices of Axolotl. Like you don't, these things are not gospel. They just kind of showing you the fluctuation between prices here. So it says Axolotl Riven base is like maybe 130, I'm guessing, and depending on the stats. So this one right here, it says seen 204 hours and 23 minutes ago. Wow. So it has critical chance, damage to Grenadier, and critical damage on there, and it has 8 rolls on it. That's over 350. So what you can kind of use this for is you can kind of like see where you have to go with the stats. Like you just kind of look at the stats. You're a really good math person. I mean, you may understand the popular stats by price, and you can see like how this would affect the prices and stuff like that. I'm not claiming to be good at math at all. I know if it has damage, you can probably sell it for a lot. You have multi-shot, you could probably sell it for a lot. But it seemed like Ocelot was just, that didn't sell for not much at all. Maybe it's also accounted for how many rolls it has. I don't claim to know like how Rivens work. But if you understand a little bit more about these Rivens and stuff like that, then this is good for you guys to have. So I'm going to link this also in the description for you guys to have also. That's all I want to update you guys on. Yep. So like and comment. Subscribe if you want to. I'm going to try to grow my channel more and give you guys daily content whenever I can. Alright. Adios.